All right. Oh, this is pretty, man. This is pretty. This is pretty awesome is what this is. Okay, so we've got the smallest spiral ever. There's no longer much of a spiral, I will say that. But the other elements of the map, still here. We've got 2 players at 2K rank. A lot of people wondering these Elo. They're around 2K. And they are twin brothers here. And the score is 2-2. We've got Emu playing as the Georgians in the north. We have Masty playing as the Persians in the south. And this has been pretty aggressive so far. Now, I like this, some of the spiral elements. The little sheep and the cow inside of the fenced-in berry region. Or the barrier, as we call it. And Emu is trying to steal his brother's boar. Dude, can you imagine their mom right now? Emu, what did I tell you about stealing your brother's boar? I don't know anything about them. I don't know if that accent sticks, but can you imagine there's one of them getting grounded for laming too much? That would be sick. Okay, boar gets stolen. But I think another boar is getting stolen right here to even it out. So Masty just walked across the map to steal that one. Now, it's very hectic right now. We've also got a mule cart from Emu in there. And now this boar is going to be stolen. Okay. There is a lot of food. There has to be said, there is a lot of food here for Masty. So even if Masty doesn't get another boar, I think Masty's fine. It was kind of nice if you keep this scout alive here in Emu's position. In feudal age, the Georgians' cavalry starts to regenerate. Yeah, there's deer nearby, and there's berries there. There's stone and gold there. And then there's the middle gold area. Hear me out, guys. Ranking this on a scale of 1 to 10, how good would galleys be? I think it would be a 10 out of 10 if the water areas were connected, which they're not. But, like, if you could get triple dock galleys somehow, you control the whole middle of the map and there's nothing the opponent can really do, right? I don't know. Maybe it's too much investment. I think it's worth thinking about. Any ranged unit is not nerfed. The only thing that is nerfed is a ranged building. So towers, castles, crepos, dungeons. All units just still play out the same. And Masty says, what up? I live here now. Doesn't that die to monks? I guess maybe it could struggle against monks. But I guess, like, getting to castle age has kind of been an issue for people. So I wasn't really thinking about many castle age options. Emu is going to have to think about where to go from here. Emu would really have maybe wanted this deer and the berries. I think is going to try and come over here to the emu and the berry. Sorry, the deer and the berries. Wrong animal. But Masty is waiting. So Masty just happy to protect this. And Emu is going to bring more vills. Now, in the whole series, Emu has been the one who's been the better vill warer, I would say. Both scouts die. And sometimes what you need in a vill war is commitment. Or in this case, you need a mule cart. I don't know why Emu's brought this. You can drop off hunt, though, at a mule cart, so. All right. These moments, heavily contributing to the future carpal tunnel they will both have in older age. If you've ever vill warred like this, you know it is not fun. But so far, the score is 3-3 in the vill war. And it is 2-2 in the total score. So it's very fitting that everything is so close here. It is now 4-4 in the vill war. And I think it's about to be 5-5. They both have Seer 1 food. They both have Seer 1 food. There might not be more villagers at a certain point. It's 6-6. It's 7-6. Okay. It's 8-7. Is no one gonna run away? At what point do you stop this madness? Oh, is that villager gonna get killed? Emu's doing a better job. 10-8. Emu has more vills. And Masty backs off. And now Masty, he's just going to sit here and have to think about how his opponent can take the deer. And Emu says, go mule cart. He's pumped. Mule cart again. You can use on gold. You can use on wood. You can use on hunt. You cannot use it on berries. So yeah, I think Masty's kind of okay. Because he's got all this food in here. I will say, if he doesn't manually bring them in, it will be really annoying. Because villagers like to go for the furthest goat sometimes. So imagine like them trudging through the animals there. Res collected still higher for Masty, which is something, but has 4 less villagers, so that could be a problem. And Emu just running around now can come over here to take the hunt as well. So that mule cart that the Georgians start with really paying off here, I have to say. And Masty, I think, realizes that the mule cart has rolled away. And we'll just go over here to the hunt. So I think Masty is completely fine. Thankfully, it's Persians as well, so you produce villagers a little bit faster, but... forget their name at this point, but someone just said, love community games. Just finished watching the latest one. Welcome, welcome. We got community games back. Wait, what day is it? Is it Thursday right now? I don't even know. I think community games is back tomorrow. What day is it, chat? Someone... This is bad. Yeah, I think community games are back. It's this Friday, so I'll be doing it this Friday. Whether that's tomorrow or not. It is tomorrow? Okay, thank you. This feels like a death sentence for this villager. And again, I don't know if killing Hunt so it sits right next to where your opponent's taking resources anyways is a good play. But they want to be lamey. And so if the opportunity is there, they will go for it. But this villager is most likely going to be killed. Masty is currently in a maze. Oh, sick plays. Actually, the walls that Emu just made kind of inconvenience himself too, so not bad. But yeah, community games Friday should be sick. We got Red Bull Last Chance Qualifier Saturday, Sunday. Should be epic, guys. So hope you guys are ready. Hope I see ya. And Res collected still ahead for Masty. I guess that's because maybe Emu has more inefficiency with the eco. But we'll see what happens. And oh, Emu. Emu says, don't make me bring my mule cart back. Them be fighting words. Make Teutons great again. Thank you for the 16 months. Says happy to be here. Hey, I'm happy people like you exist. I love some Teutons. All right, this was the big thing, was who's going to be feudal age faster, because the gloves could come off. We've got villagers on stone, so we could have towers again. I think an archer opening is arguably better than towers. I don't think these guys realize that yet. That's what other players had found. I think we could see more vill warring. Like, if a tower goes up, villagers could batter that down. Why no small trees? Because I didn't want everything to be too small, you know? This is the tiniest map ever. We need something to be somewhat normal. The actual answer is my capture age isn't picking up the version of tree mod I use. So it would have required me to disable a mod, re-download a mod, and restart the game. Which was just too much for me. Houses have no armor in Dark Age. They're really bad against pretty much everything, so... Emu knocking on the door. He says, let me in. He could also just walk around. So that's an option. I think he wants to tower on the hill here. And boom. And right now, Macy's probably thinking not again. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so Macy on golds. And Macy building a barracks. And Macy still has trees here. Yeah. Let's see. I think this is actually archers from Macy. Remember, the towers only cover a very tiny amount of space. And Macy just going to wall this up to keep the villagers away. Could, in theory, like, wall the very middle, too. Doesn't have the wood for an archer range right away, Macy, but does have the barracks. And Emu can see the barracks too, so that's important knowledge. And there's the archer range. Okay, I think Emu needs to tower the archer range. You need to somehow stop your opponent from getting to archers. And if you're Maesty, you got to complete the range, right? Complete the range, run away. And if your opponent wants to attack your archer range, then let him, I guess, and kind of adapt from there. But you got to get out of here. Emu loves his Vil Wars. There's archer range now. And there's going to be archers on the way. Now, I think you just wall in one Vil, and then you repair the range just so you can get the archers. I think that's the play here. Ooh, or, okay. Tower. So, again, archers still have normal range. But, you know, if the archers aren't microed properly, this could be an issue. Don't tell me that he's only going to get 2 archers and then the range is down. That's crazy. Will he even get 2? Okay, gets the second one. Wow. Another tower's going to go up. More walls here from Emu. Emu's being really annoying. Oh, man. I actually played both of these guys in the T90 Community Cup. I played Emu in the semis. I played Maesty in the finals. And they were both equally annoying for very different reasons. I was not expecting the level of annoyance. I think you are seeing some of it here. I mean that as a compliment. Right now, Emu. Just the full villager war tower rush economy. It's kind of worked out in some ways. I mean, all these villagers over here have collected some resources. We got a tower protecting this little corner, which is kind of cute. And Maesty wanted to open archers and just has this archer right here. But the archers got fletching. Let's go. Do you guys think it's worth it to make another archer range right now? Fletching also helps the tower war. Nice villager kill there. I think making another range is more than fine. It's expensive, though, but I think archers are huge here. And I actually think... So we're going to see 3 more games with them after this. I actually think... I have so much belief in this archer. I think that it's going to become something that they do more of in the next games. We'll see if these towers actually are worth their weight in stone. Another villager's going to go down. Villagers get brought in. Now, you need to do this. You need to do this, and you got to keep your archer alive. Once this tower's down, however, that archer could do some work here, possibly. 25 villagers for Maesty. Maesty has lost 5 more to Emu in this villager tower rush only strategy, if you could call it that. Stone actually got purchased in the last moments there. However, tower goes down. That archer is very weak. It did just get hit earlier by the tower, and those villagers are... They mad, dude. They're very mad. They do not like getting hit with arrows. Another archer range from Maesty. Wonder what Emu's gonna do. Oh, I'm completely shocked. Wow, you're telling me he's gonna try and rush it down with villagers? Are you kidding? I would have never called that one. Tower on the archer range. He needs to get rid of the archers. It's a really smart way to think about it. If archers are indeed a problem. Yeah, I would even consider healing up that archer. Like, that is one villager hit away from death. Can you really pay attention to that? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Can he pay attention to that? Yup. He's paying attention. More archers on the way. See, because the towers have so little range... Ah! Because they have so little range, they're not as successful against the archer play. Maesty just keeps trucking. So does Emu. Villagers could take all the berries here. I think he needs to get rid of the archer range. He's going to make another tower. Maybe you build the tower... and then you rush down the range again. Also, a tower is added here to defend these vills. Interesting. This is a lot of towers. I mean, if you build enough towers, they do cover the whole map, I guess. We've yet to see a group of 3 archers in the same group for Maesty. That's been the issue. But, like, he has tried to split up archers in different areas right now. Archer here. Archer here. Needed space for a market and just found the space for a market. Let's see the archer just parked. That's what you want to do. Just put it on stand ground. But, oh, God, this one got killed as well. What a stressful game. Oh, man, this a lot more fun to watch than play, I imagine. The villager HP is kind of rough for both of them. So if they've got villagers in the wrong area, they'll lose them almost immediately. Wonder if Castle Age is imminent. Like, maybe Emu? Because Emu has the berries, and Emu has more gold income? Could maybe buy food? Lord Phoenix, the first smallest map ever that we did was actually on Forest Nothing, but I don't know if I had big trees on or not. That's actually how it all started. It was also 8 players on a map of this size and Forest Nothing. Yeah, this right here, this is what I've been preaching about. I don't know if preaching is the right word. This is what I expected. Macy's like, you can't tower everywhere, bro. And now villagers need to shift around. Yes, the mule carts can offer that. But it is messy. These villagers still protected over here, though. These villagers still kind of protected over here. But villagers are stupid, right? So you're probably going to have vills finish a tree and then go underneath the archers at some point. Also, there's currently 7 villagers inside of these 2 towers. So I think the archer approach is working. But look at Emu. Just tapping the market every so often. Trying to get the resources for Castle Age. 0 on food, though. 0 on food. So it needs to buy more food. And then wait for a little bit more gold. And then the buildings are up. So could be possible. Maesty with more archers. Maesty getting more kills. Emu can't focus on buying the resources because of all the micro here. This is the safest area of Emu's eco. Actually, no, that would be here, but... All right, now what do you make? Like, if you make it to Castle Age, what do you make here if you're Emu? A lot of people would say Castle Drop. But I think you need Siege. I think a Siege Workshop right away would maybe be your best play here. You need something that's good against archers. I don't know where you build the Siege Workshop. That's going to be something that's kind of tricky here. Maesty also on the way to Castle Age. Dang. Macy's actually has 6 on wood. And it's these villagers. This is the second time this has happened in this series. That's actually a big deal. Where is Macy supposed to get trees right now? These are the closest. They're underneath the towers. Seems to be shifting away from that, though, and sending most things over to stone. So probably wants a castle. Castle would be great for Emu, too, but Emu can't afford it. Emu can't even afford to produce vills or get upgrades. So for Emu, this is definitely going to be like a Siege Workshop. Think of the size of the building. The Siege Workshop is the same size, tile-wise, as a castle. And I can only see one spot right now where a Siege Workshop or a castle could fit. That's here. It's really important that he takes that spot. Whoa, dude! And Macy's gonna have enough for a castle, but where does Macy build it? Okay, has the stone now. I think Emu thinks he's gonna build it here, and he wants to block it. Yeah. That's what he's doing. He's thinking he's on stone. He's gonna build a castle, and he's blocking it. And oh, get housed, get housed, dude. What a play! Oh, I thought he lost the castle. What's happening? The towers there. The archers are here. What's happening? Okay, needs a castle. Fast. There's siege on the way. Fast, 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 fast. No, it's going to be a doubt. Emu figures it out. Just delayed the castle long enough, dude. What a play. That was sick. If this castle went up, I don't know if Maesty wins, but I know he's probably safe. Wow, man. Now, hold on, hold on. There's no army. Oh, yikes. There's no army to protect this. Mangano will go down. Villagers obviously went down, which is not so good. But the siege might not be able to advance. Castle will go up. Villagers here from Emu have to run. Villagers here get killed on the berries. I just don't know what Maesty does now. The archers did a lot, but I don't know if his situation is good enough right now. This castle will take out 2 towers. He still will have the potential for archers here. He really needs wood. Wood is a massive concern. Another archer goes down. Another tower going up here for Emu, who doesn't have his siege in position. That's going to be a vill down. The tower's just enough to protect this. The series has been back and forth. Emu won, Maesty won, Emu won, Maesty won. This is Emu's choice now. Remember, the castle's actually outranged by the Mangano. So you can use Manganos to attack castles in this, which is pretty crazy. And I wanted to see an elephant from Maesty because I was thinking that it might actually be a good spot for one. But now that there's monks out, you can't do that. Guys, how does this game change if Emu doesn't recognize that castle's about to go up? How does the game change if the first archery range doesn't get battered down? The archers were clearly strong. It just took a very long time to get to those numbers. Really good heads-up play and chaotic play here from Emu. He's actually going to build a fortified church here. So you can actually fire arrows out of them. It's like very minimal, but still. I guess, wait, did the churches have less range? I don't think T-West actually changed the churches. I think we started this series before the Armenian-Georgian DLC. Because the churches, I think, normally have 6 range. So that's actually... that's kind of funny. Archer gets sniped through the trees here. Archers hop out. Oh, man. Archers are hoping to kill. Now another church goes up. And I think it's about to be game over for Maesty. He's got no army now. He could barely afford anything. If I know Maesty, he's saving for an elephant for the viewers right now. How much is an elephant? Watch it be like 100 gold instead of 92. Wait, hold on. What's he doing? Oh, he's making a Mangonel. Okay, never mind. He doesn't care about you guys. He doesn't care. Wants to try an elephant. Or, Mangonel, rather. What a fun series, guys. 170 food, 85 gold. Yeah, I actually don't know. I just know, like, if I'm making elephants, I need a lot of food and a lot of gold. I did not have it memorized. So I thought maybe it was like 100 gold or something. I love how... Ooh. Okay, siege micro matters. Ah. I love how this is Emu's point of view right now. I love how a player can see so much of the map. Macy's gonna lose more villagers here and try and make a move towards the middle, and well, that villager will die. The siege will remain. More villagers go down, and Macy doesn't want to accept it, but this is probably the end of the smallest spiral ever. A really fun game. A really interesting game.
Yes.
Emus is sec arm cramp from All My Intense Micro. You got an arm cramp now? And not during the Vil War? He got an arm cramp micring one Mangonel when his opponent has 8 Vils? Wow, man. All right, that's some intense micro right there. Hey, I make the joke. I get cramps from if I play a really long game as well. Like, I'm also like, I've been playing the game for like 10... I mean, I started playing the game pretty much around the time these guys were born. So I think I have a little bit more mileage, but they're really solid players, man. And people keep asking their elo, their 2K elo, so... Might not seem like it at times with some of the crazy strategies they send. So, Masty, still in the game. Masty has been told if he plays on for 2 more minutes, I'll be able to promote Regicide Rumble 5 a little bit more. Regicide Rumble 5's next week, guys. There you go. There's the promotion. Masty, you can probably call it if you wish. Appreciate you helping out the channel, though. Means a lot. It is 8 villagers from Masty. And maybe about to be 7, because the villager could be converted here. And, well, she was converted. And she was immediately killed for her betrayal. Emu's gonna go imp! Emu's on the way to imp! And shifting villagers over to stone, so probably wants a castle as well. Yeah, the RR5 command has info if you want to read about it basically next week. We'll have 2 community-style days. We'll have 2 pro days. And then we'll have 1 final day. 1 game is going to be for the players who had the most king snipes in the previous days. And then the other game is going to be the winner of the 8 games, all in 1 big community game. So, Masty going to really build up for a Mangonel here. I was wondering, like, what's he trying to go for here? I think Emu... he could always just research Redemption, too, to just convert the siege. So I feel like... Maybe Macy's looking at the score, thinking like he's got a chance. I don't know. I hope Mom didn't say 1 more game. I hope I can't make that joke, because we should have 3 more. I don't know what time zone they're in, but it's currently 6:15, so maybe... Wouldn't that be funny? So, Mom, we're going to be late to dinner. We're playing a show match against each other. Making money, too. Making some cash. Dude, I remember the first time I got a $5 dono on Twitch, and I told my parents, I was like, I just made money. I just made money on the video game. They were not impressed. They're like, well, how many hours did you do it for? And the GG's called, and I was like, well, I did it for 10 and a half hours. And they were like, and you made $5. Do the math on what you just made per hour, son. I was like, listen. It's not about that, all right? It's something. Everyone starts somewhere. GG, or the YY, whatever you want to call it. Emu played really well there. Again, I think the key really was the archers. It was Vil War versus archers. And the archers, while I felt it was good, Masty had a really tough time getting a small ball of them. I think the biggest grouping I ever saw was 4. And he made 17 throughout that game. So part of that was because of Emu's play. Emu taking out the initial range really delayed Masty. And then by the time Masty got the next range, there was, again, just so many other things happening. So, but I think, like, I really do feel, I know that the towers and the Vil Warring has been kind of how Emu's been getting some victories here. But we've seen in other examples with, like, better players than these two, that Archers is actually really good. So it is still an option. Also, we've learned that if we do this in the future, we actually need to nerf the fortified churches because, again, Georgians, Armenians were introduced, I think, after we started this series. And, yeah, I think the churches should have 3 range instead of 6. So we'll see. I don't think anyone has Armenians for the next games, but that was the smallest spiral. Nice little action there between the two of them.